All right, let's clean some of the dust off here. All right, let's little sweeping. Clean out that. All right, get rid of the spiders. And let's cue the lights. Hey, you guys haven't seen one of these in a while, huh? Well, I came back just in time to anger the tricycle mafia again. They sure do love me. This is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we kick this one off, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. New videos are coming weekly. You ring that bell, you know when they drop. Let's get the other stuff out of the way. Want to save 10% on our cargo communicator or save some money on some Beyond Riders gear? Then you should definitely check my referral links down below. Want to support me in all of my do-gooderness like these cool guys here? Bam! Then you should become part of the Brew Crew and join the coffee page down below. Want to know why I'm asking you for money? Well, next to those 10,000 Amazon affiliate links that also go to a good cause is a link explaining what I do with your money. Get it, got it, cool, let's move on. All right, guys, so today we are going to be talking about the Can-Am Canyon. That is such a tongue twister and why it grinds my gears. And honestly, this is a no-brainer. This thing is absolutely awful. If you have not seen this thing yet, it is basically like Can-Am never saw Tropic Thunder, never took the time to pay attention to Robert Downey Jr. and the one rule that is put forth when doing something, because they went full. They went full. When you look at this thing, it is absolutely just an ugly ass thing. I wouldn't even call it a bike. It is not a bike. It has three wheels. It's a tricycle. Deal with it. That is what three wheels are. Tricycle. And I know that makes a lot of you sad because you guys always show up in parking lots and you're like, oh, check out my bike. It's not a bike. Stop it. You guys are cosplaying worse than like all these guys who just throw on all the leather and stuff on the weekends and drive over to the bar that is 5 miles from their house and they go, I'm a biker, while their 10-year-old bike has 15 miles on it. No one's buying your crap. You're on a tricycle. Cut it out. Deal with it. That's where you live in this world. Stop trying to get out of that box. That is your box. Nonetheless, so first and foremost, if you have not seen this thing, the base model comes in at $25K and this goes all the way up to $32K. Yes, $32,000 for this tricycle that is meant to go off-road. Now to put that in perspective for you, the Honda Africa Twin, the absolute best one I could find online and the newest one, comes in at $18K. That is their top of the line one. That is less than the base model of this goofy ass thing. The BMW R13 GS, sorry, the BMW R1300 GS comes in at $23K. And then the Harley Pan America CVO, so their top of the line, cream of the crop, all that comes in at $32K. This thing, how do you even put that price point there? And quite honestly, I mean, the Harley part aside, when you're thinking adventure bikes, when you're thinking ADV and all that, you think the BMW GS, you think the Honda Africa Twin, and this thing is beating it by $10,000 to $20,000. Can-Am, you need to put the pipe down. You guys are smoking a little too much right now. Like, stop pretending you are 80s like action movie like bad guys, because you are going hard on that pipe and you need to knock it off. For real. Anyway, seriously, when you look at this thing, again, $25K to $32K, for you guys thinking about buying this, just don't. There are cheaper ways for you to ensure that you never get laid. You do not need this thing to do that for you. This is just absolutely awful. I watched the whole announcement video, and the guy that presented it, they basically sat there at Can-Am and they were like, we need somebody that has the personality of wet cardboard. And they're like, there's the guy. And then they put him in front of the camera, gave him a script, and let him go at it. First thing he said was, well, you know, our riders have been asking us for a way for three-wheel riders to go on the roads less traveled, the more adventurous stuff. stuff. I'm gonna stop you right there. I've seen Can-Am riders. There are no roads less traveled that are going to a Dunkin' Donuts, and that's where these guys all like congeal. So, I mean, I don't know how you guys are like, oh, they really want to go off-road. And then just to make it even more entertaining, I did a lot of searching online. I did a lot of like searching on the Can-Am site, and they proceeded to show this thing everywhere that any other Can-Am tricycle could go anyway. They really made no argument visually for this thing whatsoever. They're like, look, a nicely paved gravel road. Look, a little bit of dirt. Look, a country road. Literally anything that a normal, I guess we'll use the word normal, Can-Am trike could go on. Hell, my bike could literally go on every single trail that they show this thing on. At least like Honda, Harley, and BMW have the good sense to take this thing and do some videos where it's out in like a desert, like running up the sides of like desert hills or going through like this rocky terrain or under waterfalls and stuff. Can-Am, they're like, oh, look, this road's a little rough. Oh. It's absolutely stupid and a horrible way to prove your point that you needed this adventure thing that cost way too much. And for those of you guys who really wanted to go on the adventure, this thing is even worse because you can go buy an ATV for $6,000 off of the same website. Like, what are you doing? That is absolutely nuts. You can save yourself almost $20,000 by just getting an ATV. But we all know that that is not what this thing is for to begin with. The only reason that this thing exists is because there is a certain section of Can-Am riders that also want to dress up like a giant glow stick, go hang out at their local Starbucks next to all the BMW riders and the Honda riders and talk about what a badass rider they are while never actually riding, and just sitting there and drinking their double, triple shot mocha latte with extra whip and a little bit of drizzle and some pumpkin spice inside and light on sugar, but let's do the oat milk and make sure that it's a triple shot. Anyway, that's it. That is why this thing exists. So people can dress up and look like an asshole and go hang out in front of coffee shops and tell people what an adventure rider they are while dressing like a giant human highlighter. It is the dumbest thing. And then as the video went on, they showed the Red Rock version, which is their high-end, their version of the CVO, I guess. That is what they call it. And this thing's got a backup camera. Why? Why? The entire bike itself is 8 feet long. Where you sit is pretty much the middle. Behind you is 2 to 3 feet of bike. And you're telling me you need a backup camera? What kind of crap is that? If you need a backup camera because you have 2 feet of bike behind you, turn in your license because you shouldn't be riding. I know I'm saying bike because I'm angry. If you need a backup camera because you have 2 feet of garbage behind you, you shouldn't be riding. Plain and simple. No other way around it. That is insane. Like, that is the dumbest upgrade I could possibly see. And speaking of upgrades, when you go to their website, they're like, oh, you know, check out all the different accessories. The accessories are mainly like there's 1 or 2 seats, a couple backrests, few small trinkets here and there, a ton of bags. Like, there's 50 different bags you can just strap to this thing. Like, if this thing had any more baggage strapped to it, it would be a girl I dated in high school. This is just out of control. And then the best accessory is you can buy bug cleaner for it. When did Windex become an accessory for your vehicle? Like, this is the dumbest accessory I've ever seen when buying a new vehicle since Indian, where you can get an extra bike to go with your bike. Like, this is absolutely nuts. Like, how just anemic is your, like, aftermarket or your upgrade line where you're like, oh, well, I've got this bottle of bug cleaner, and they're like, oh, perfect, let's get that over there. Yeah, let's put that right on the website. This is dumb. This is so just absolutely insanely dumb. I can't believe, I don't even know who's requesting this bike. Are there actually Can-Am riders out there going, oh, I needed that? Aside from you dorks who want to try and blend in with like the BMW riders, because that's what you're doing. Again, you're putting on that highlighter outfit, you're getting off your tricycle, you're gonna look at that GS and go, oh, you got a nice adventure bike too. Yeah, that's my bike over there. It's not a bike, it's a tricycle. Get over it. You guys need to stop with this cosplaying. You need to stop pretending that this was in demand, Can-Am, because you know it isn't. Nobody was asking for this. You guys need to stop trying to push this crap, and especially overpricing it. Like, Can-Am, seriously, you're on notice. You grind my gears. Knock it off. I can't tell you, there is very few groups out there that get angrier at these grind my gears jokes than tricycle riders. So I can't wait to see the comment section on this one. But for the rest of you, did you miss me? I'll try and pop a few more of these out here and there. I know they've been more scattered. I definitely don't want to do the weekly ones anymore, just because it's like, after a while, it's like, hangnails, grab my gears. Like, gotta find, you know, some stuff to make it worth it. But yeah, aside from that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, share it with family, share it with that one tricycle rider you know who's like, oh, I can't wait to dress up like a giant glowing dildo and ride my freaking tricycle with a backup camera. He loves this stuff, trust me. I'll see you all on the flip side.